Hallo und herzlich willkommen. Mein Name ist Kathrin und heute habe ich Josh Dann von den 21 Pilots zu Gast, um mit ihm ein bisschen über sein neues Album SCALED AND ICY zu sprechen und auch über das anstehende Livestream-Event. So, welcome Josh. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm great. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. How was your day so far? Was it a good day?
Well, I'm in America, so I woke up an hour and a half ago. I'm pretty fresh. It's pretty fresh. It's morning for me still, but it's been a good day. Anytime you're, in the kind of beginning part of your day, hopefully it starts out good, and then you hope to coast from there. So I'm doing pretty well.
So I just dive right into your new record, Scaled and Icy. And the very first song, Good Day. So I wonder what makes a day a really good day for you personally?
Well, yes. This guy just walked in. This is my dog, Jim. This is my first dog, and I think dogs are amazing. This dog just really made my life a lot better. I think that in any opportunity I have to play drums makes my day a good day. Time spent with my wife and friends, and a good cup of coffee.
That's always good. Yeah, you're right. So would you say that you had a good time during the last year despite the pandemic?
A good time?
In general, I mean, better.
Yeah, I think this past year and a half has been wild, and and for some people has been really tough. It's been just tragic and painful and sad, and so and there's just been levels of uncertainty and fear, I think, really for all of us.
Yeah.
Not knowing what's next, not knowing the full gravity of what's happening, and so throughout that, I think an interesting thing is that I feel like as kind of a world, we've all kind of bonded in the sense of kind of just the uncertainty and kind of not fully knowing or understanding what might happen or what could happen, and I've found that as a good thing. And also I think kind of understanding the heaviness of the whole thing. I also, within that, and prefacing with that, I've also gotten to essentially have a year and a half long honeymoon. So this is the first time that I've really kind of gotten a long period of time with my wife. So I think that's been great. Tyler's also got to spend this time with his new daughter. And so, I can't really complain too much.
So I'm asking also because your new record sounds more positive and happier than, for example, Trench or Blurry Face. Well, there's still very dark moments in it, but it feels more optimistic. Can you confirm that? Is that because you had more time spending with your family, or is it just a feeling I have?
No, yeah, I would agree. I think this album definitely this sonically and musically, I think definitely is brighter, more colorful and more hopeful. And I would say I think that there definitely are elements of that, just kind of a place in life, but also just as I said, kind of understanding the feeling of the state of the world right now. It feels pretty, has felt pretty dark and a bit, a bit more dismal. And I think for us, just feeling like if we were to put out an album that matches that or is also kind of dark, it just wouldn't. It wouldn't really make sense. So I think it's a mixture of things. But I'm really happy with how the album turned out. And though it might sound a little brighter and a little more colorful and happy, the lyrics don't, fully reflect that either. It definitely tackles some things that we always have that go, get a little bit deeper. And I think that we always will. I think just taking, the opportunity to, have the freedom to kind of say whatever we want in an album. I think that we'll always want to discuss things like that.
Mm-hmm. So, well, since Tyler is known to be the one of the two of you who writes the lyrics, how much do you identify with the lyrics, or how much do you participate in creating those?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, this band to me, I think has been, what's really cool is just the one of the first times that Tyler and I met, and we talked for hours about everything, music and life, and we got deep very early on in conversation, and I just, one thing that I thought was so important is just how it really how similar minded he and I are, and how similarly we sort of grew up. And so I think that, I think in a lot of ways, Tyler obviously is, he does a bulk of the songwriting, but I think that that there's none of these songs that I don't connect with or kind of feel at the very least the same sort of sentiments about. And so, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how people are in bands that are, backing something that they just don't believe or, feel differently about. But, it happens. I mean, people will go up there and go out and participate in something that just is very opposite from how they feel or what they believe. I would say that that's not the case for me.
Mm-hmm. Is there, on the new record, is there a song that means more to you than the others? Or one song that you feel very connected to?
Yeah, I mean, I think the idea of choker, I think that that's kind of something that Tyler and I have talked about for a while. And just ever since he and I met, we were both on journeys to kind of figure out what's our future look like, and what's our purpose, and how do we land on what it is that we're supposed to do in life. And a lot of questions, what am I here for? How do I best utilize my time and here on earth? And it's hard to go and try and answer those questions and for yourself. And as we've kind of gone on, some of the questions have been answered, or some of them have become a little bit more clear to us. Some of them haven't. But witnessing and seeing, we're both the oldest of four, and seeing younger siblings or really close friends go through answering those questions as well. Sometimes it's almost even more difficult than trying to answer them for ourselves. So that's one that I think we both witnessing that in real time and have been, for a little while. And yeah, I definitely, I connect with that one.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk about your live stream experience. So it's quite a while ago that you played a live show, and you're planning this huge live experience. So how does it feel to perform again?
Oh, it feels, I mean, this is the longest that we've gone without performing live. And I think that I've missed it really every day since our last show. I think that's how I'm built. I enjoy a break, and I enjoy some time, some time off. But usually it's a few days to a week, and then I'm ready to get back at it. So it's been a long year and a half, and to finally be able to perform again feels really good. It's a live stream. I'm sorry about that.
Don't worry.
1 second, hold on. Performing live is very exciting, and it's a live stream, so it's not going to be the same feeling as playing live in front of people. But I do think that we've worked really hard on trying to get creative and make this something that is exciting and different than what people have seen from a live stream. And I think it's going to be really fun. And I think throughout this the whole pandemic, I've just kind of held on to remaining hopeful that live shows will return, and that one day we'll be playing in front of people again, just as we always have, and kind of like normal. And that's helped me to kind of relax and kind of sort of try and enjoy time at home. Just kind of just remaining hopeful.
So, well, you just said it. It's not the same than playing in front of a live crowd. But how do you deal with the fact that this show is going to be a show that unites your fans from all over the world at one place? I mean, even without COVID, without the pandemic, there's probably no other chance to get so many people to one show, right? So...
Yeah, I think that
with that, or
for our last album, the very first show that we had back, we performed. I'd probably get this wrong. It was probably, maybe it was somewhere around 1,500 people in London. And I remember it's between shows being that long. I remember going back into it and feeling pretty nervous, for multiple reasons. One, it's been such a long time since, we've played a show. I'm wondering if I am in shape enough to do it because you get into a rhythm on tour where it feels normal from night to night. It feels, you know what to expect and how to sort of budget energy. But when you haven't played in a while, sometimes the nerves will, it'll enhance how difficult it can be. And then also new songs that we've never played live before, hoping those go across okay, hoping people like it. There's a lot that kind of, goes into adding to the nerves and the feelings that you have. And so that was a room full of people that I knew that were fans of us. And I think going into this one and not even being able to see the people in front of us is just going to add a whole new layer to it, especially because when there are people in front of us, really by halfway through the first song or the second song, I feel completely normal again and fine, because there are people right in front of us who are, validating what we're doing. And so without that, I'm hoping there's that feeling that kicks in at some point throughout the show. But it's really cool to think about people from all over the world kind of tuning in and being a part of this live stream with us. But I wish they were all right in front of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be nice. We're looking forward to better times next year, maybe. So, what can we expect from that event? Is there anything you are allowed to tell us what we can look forward to?
Well, I mean, we've been working for a while on it. What I'll say is, it's going to be different than anything we've ever done, and I'm excited about that. I don't want to say too much because I want you to see it, and I think being surprised by something is better. But we've set it up realizing that without that sort of key ingredient, what I say is kind of the key band member, is the fans. That makes it difficult. Because we rely heavily on them throughout a concert. So we've really had to restructure and rethink how we're going to perform and put on a show. And so it will be different. That's all I can say. But I'm really excited about it. We're really excited. And I think that it's going to be a really cool experience.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, did you actually watch the live stream yourself? I mean, from another band or something?
Yeah, I watched a couple, and I think that utilizing technology and really being able to put on something like that is exciting, and it is really cool, and I think that we all are missing concerts. I know I am. I love going to see live music and be a part of it. And so to kind of sit and be able to watch something is really refreshing. I do think that it doesn't replace or beat a truly live experience, because there's more that goes into it than we realize. There's getting ready throughout the day, and then driving to the venue and finding parking, interacting with other people, and the parking structure, and then waiting in line. I think that's an experience that ramps up anticipation. And then, going through the door, scanning your ticket, all these things leading up to it that are really part of the experience that, with a live stream, you kind of miss. You turn on your TV in your sweatpants and sit down and you watch it.
Yeah.
And maybe that's a new sort of normal, kind of, experience that leads up to a concert that is, virtual. But that does set it apart from a live show. So yeah, I mean, I've watched some, but it just to me it hasn't replaced being at a live show, and because you're missing some of those environments, then I think a lot of times by song 3 or 4 of watching a live stream, you can tend to zone out a little bit, or potentially even be more likely to check your phone or get on social media or something, whereas you wouldn't at a live show. So we try to be intentional about keeping it exciting all the way through.
One last short question. What are you looking forward to the most when everything is back to normal, except for playing shows and going to concerts?
I would say another thing would be going to a movie theater. Being able to sit down and watch a movie. I've always loved it since I was a kid, And a lot of times on days off on tour, a group of us will go and see a movie. That's kind of another thing that just can be a world that somebody's created that you can go and enjoy. And, for an hour and a half or 2 hours, you can be in that world. And, you can kind of escape your own for a little bit. That's always been something I've enjoyed and something I've realized how much I really missed over the past year and a half. So I can't wait to sit down and do that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I would have said that too. So, yeah. All right. Thank you, Josh, for taking the time again. Congratulations to your new album, if I haven't said that before. It turned out really nice, I think. So, have fun with your upcoming live show. All the best to you and stay healthy.
Thank you. Yeah, same to you. And whoever's listening, thanks for listening. And I hope that you all stay safe and healthy as well.